educated and be independent, and we deem that success. Like in a perfect world, I feel like what do women actually want? And I feel like you three are honest, so I know I'm gonna get a real answer. And if I'm not, I'm gonna hit all these fucking buttons over here when I hear some bullshit.
I think it depends on the woman. Like I posted the stats on my
Yeah.
page the other day about would a woman quit her job to help her husband be successful in his career in his business. For me, that's a hell no. Right? I don't care how much money you make. I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to
Why?
quit because I'm career driven. I have my own goals outside of yours. So I'm never going to stop building what I'm building to help you build yours. Now you can if you can build what you build
But it was it,
alongside
but
of
it's
me.
not. It wouldn't be a yours. It would be a ours,
No.
right? So
But
so
at
it,
any time, that rug could be pulled from
No.
underneath her, and
Men
then
are
what does she have
fickle.
left?
Men are fickle. Men are fickle as fuck.
Yeah.
that can happen.
There's
That
no
can happen at your
way.
regular job. Your regular job
But
can get
it's
pulled from you.
simply
You can get
it's
fired at your
having
regular job.
No,
security.
not if you have a skill. If you're
It's
not
having
gaining
security.
skill through these years that you're growing, when that rug gets pulled, you have no skills, you're not getting a job.
You're
So what
not.
she's saying is she doesn't go to school, she's not contributing, she's not building herself up at all. So the husband decides, okay, I'm going to leave her. She has no skills,
Nothing
That's not true.
no
So
work
that
history.
is
she
true.
no, you should make sure that whatever you're doing in the company is transferable, so that if
But if
something
you hadn't
happens,
worked in 10 years, nobody's gonna hire
but
you.
wait, that is work. You working for the husband now,
The
so
question was,
he
No,
would
has
but
she
to.
that
quit her
doesn't
job?
translate into
She
court.
said quit her. The question was, would the woman quit her job?
Quit
You
her
got to pay
job.
attention now.
Yeah. So the
So
question. Okay.
You
The
got
man
the big
goes
ass
off of
headphones on. I can't hear the
wait.
question.
No, I heard the question. The question was, would she quit her job
God
to now work with the husband to build what his dream? So
damn.
she's still working. She's just working with the husband. So
no,
he
no,
could
no, no,
give her a
no.
title that she could
Do
put
you
on her
know how
resume.
many?
He could be CEO or
Mm-mm.
COO, whatever she
No, no, no,
wants
no,
to.
no. Do you
That's
know
weird.
how there are plenty of situations where women have put their career aside to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to help this man build up his company.
And
I'm
how do
going to
you
do
do that?
this. I'm
How
going
do
to
you
do
do that? So
more. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then he gets to a point, he says, you know what, I don't want this anymore. We talked about the movie Waiting to
Trade you in for a
Exhale
new
earlier.
model.
We talked about the
hey,
movie Waiting to Exhale earlier, right? She went ahead and she got him situated so he can go ahead and start his business. And when he got on, he left her for that white woman and he said, you can have this. And then he went on about his
as
business.
he should. I'm sorry.
Corey,
I'm just
you
playing.
left with nothing. So what do you mean? You
Oh,
gotta
where's
have
Dr.
that.
Umar when you need him?
So
Jesus.
wait. So what I'm saying is, I mean, I think you do have to protect yourself, like in some ways, but like if y'all build a business together, like you can still protect yourself in doing that. You can be co-owner of the business. So that's not so
True.
even if you get
But
fired, if
you
he leaves you
can, but
without
that
you,
wasn't the question.
that's a
True.
transferable skill that
True.
you
That
can
that
get a
wasn't
new
a
job.
question, but that is true. Correct. That is true.
Yes.
That wasn't the
It,
question.
that was the question, basically.
No,
I
it
mean,
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't.
no, it
What's the
wasn't.
question?
So the question was, would you as a woman quit your passion, your dreams, your stuff
Okay.
to help your husband and he has a business to help your husband further his business. And that
That's what I answered.
and basically by being like, the running the household, doing whatever his personal assistant, whatever that
Oh, you
is.
talking about
But
helping him
not
at
being a part.
home, not helping him in the
Right.
workplace. See, all right,
Right.
well,
No, not having in the
well, that's
workplace. He
all
don't want
right.
you to do that. 'Cause he already has a
Ask
business.
your
He don't really
question
need you to do
again.
that.
Ask your question again here.
Yeah,
So we're
well,
not confusing Corey over here.
yeah, that
What
was
not?
you guys posed that question. I'll just let it ride. But
Oh.
I'm just saying, there's so many women that are, certainly my age. Me and Ash Tamora were about the same age. I'm 36, just turned 36 Monday, right? Who wanting these things, but they've chased these dreams, and then we look at income to where I'm not sure if these dreams are being fulfilled just based on the money that on average black women are making. So like, do they really? What do women really want? Are they saying they wouldn't give all that up for a husband, a family, security, and the whole nine? Because
Some
now you got
women.
some so-called independence
But
at
what's
40.
the security? Like, you mean physical security, financial security? What
I
security are
mean,
you
you've
pertaining to?
seen if you go to World Star, which I recommend everybody watch it if you want bullshit in your head for 10 minutes. The women that being raped and people trying to run in their houses. Have you guys seen this trend?
Oh yeah, yep, uh-huh.
And you saw the one house the guy ran into, but her husband and his brother were there, and they beat the Snoop Dogg shit out of boy.
Oh,
That
I
has to matter at some point.
Hmm.
But also, like, grandma didn't leave for whatever reasons we can say, and she
You
always
know
had
why she didn't leave.
don't know where to go.
I think because she liked her husband, probably. That's
She
probably
had nowhere
No,
to go. Grandma had
she didn't
nowhere
have the
to
money.
go.
So him.
And grandma's had side booze, all of them.
Yeah,
But
she had
that's
nowhere
a
to
yeah,
go.
different
grandpa
topic.
did too, but they never broke it up.
So him, I've always wanted to get married, have a husband, have my own family, and all this other stuff. But I was also taught, because I was raised by a single mother, and just
Oh,
going off of what my mother, don't do that. Going off of what my mother experienced, she always says, as a woman, you need to always make sure that you have your own, because
Right.
then have your rainy day fun, have your whatever it is. You need to always have something to fall back on. So yes, I have my degree and I have my job and I'm making my own money, so that in any event of anything happening, I am secure. I am okay. That
yeah,
I'm not depending on the alimony money to come in. That I'm not depending on, oh my goodness, is he going to leave me a piece of this? Am I going to be living off of these child support checks? You have to be able to have your own. So for me, since you said people are being honest, that is where I come from when it comes to me having my money, my degree, and my fallback plan. God forbid something happens.
yeah. And I take the responsibility on our predecessors, the men that birthed, kind of like our generation, for not being there, because now that's what you grew up on understanding, right? That it had to be right. So I got another question. I'm glad you said that. Are modern women living in fear? Because that's what it seems like. I gotta make sure I have this and have that, and I don't want to submit to a man just in case I get hit with a honey bun. And I don't want to be like my grandma and all this other shit. Is that fear?
I think it's fear, but I think it's fear that's been brought on us by society.
Mhm.
Like, the black house, the black home structure is not a structure because of the government, right? Like when they started with like the food stamp thing and housing public assistance, like men couldn't be there, right? That's how it really started. So they broke up the structural family unit. So then women had to be self sufficient because they couldn't depend on the man, because you can't be here and not
Mhm.
live here. If I bring you here, we all gonna be homeless. So I think it starts further back than us. It's just a thing that we kind of just happen to, generationally have.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 100%. Fear Styles, you got any thoughts on the matter?
Well, I agree that women are operating in fear. Um, I think that it's a predetermined teaching now that the exceptions are making the rule. I mean, if the ladies on the panel are successful and degreed and educated and financially responsible and well off, there's 100 women who aren't, who live by the same rules. There's 100 women who don't make significant money, who haven't handled themselves, who aren't educated, who are still living by the same rules that you guys are. I think that's a morality problem, but that is generated with fear, though. I mean, there's a fear that isn't faith based, that women are trying to protect themselves and not run the risk of a man having to do that for them.
Like, that's probably your best thought on the show ever.
You're welcome.
All right, man. Look, it's been awesome. I think we need to revisit that topic. So, Alex, don't let me forget that one. All right. I need to hear more about that because I think Ash started it. I think Sean made a great point about it. I just want to hear more because I don't like that. That's not a good feeling. Like, who wants to live in fear of a lot of these things we can't control? And like Ash was saying, we've been, put in these situations, right? On purpose, systemically. So I don't fuck with Jerry Springer, but I'm still one of his constructs. So final thoughts.
Oh, me.
Yep, you first.
I don't have any final thoughts. I don't know.
Plug yourself. Tell them about yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Ashley Cobb. I'm a sex blogger. You can follow me on Instagram.
Whoa, why didn't we talk about that? Nigga, we had a
Not yet. That's the
Come
damn.
on, Ashley.
You can
Thought we was
follow me
still
on
talking.
Instagram at Sex with Ashley.
on
Okay.
Instagram at Sex with
Are
Ashley.
there pics on there?
Oh,
No, I write about sex. I don't post
Put
it.
him in the fucking bedroom.
You know,
All right, all right.
man.
It sounds like recording mow the grass. He's over
I,
here.
I learned better with
You
I
must
learned
not
better with
mow the
pictures.
grass.
Now you know how you new age women are. Brothers got to go to Pornhub now.
Sheesh. Didn't you just get married?
Hey, it don't take long for y'all to fall back into bad
Oh,
habits.
Oh my god.
sheesh.
Poop,
Nigga trying to sleep on the couch.
Right.
final thoughts, Poop.
I'm good. I don't have any. It was a good talk today.
All right, Alex.
Your spouse is not your possession, no matter what you think in your head. And always important to just have your own. Have your own. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
My final thought is, fellas, if you go to work every day, you are not 100% responsible for any task in your house. Make your woman do some of that shit. Cut that grass, take out that trash, do all of it. 50-50. That's what I got.
We'll give you a little spotlight, even though you were fashionably late.
Interesting discussion. I appreciate and respect all the perspectives. Y'all did a good job.
Word.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, man, this dialogue was very. I don't know. It sounded like people had like a lot of like opinions, but there were a lot of facts, right, and a lot of substance to it. So I appreciate it, man. This might be risky. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in 7 days. Why did I stutter?
I don't know. Why did you say subscribe that way?
Right.
Because I'm terrible at saying subscribe, so I have to slow it down.
Okay.
Be like that sometimes.